Ever wondered how some guys manage to maintain their composure even when they are about to lose it? When it comes to managing their anger and other unpleasant emotions that are innately human, some men seem to possess an unrivaled mental toughness. This uncommon group of guys who function outside of established social hierarchies is exemplified by Sigma males. Sigma men are slower to get enraged than their alpha and beta counterparts, but when provoked, they may exhibit an intensity that is both mesmerizing and intimidating. What really distinguishes them is their extraordinary capacity to diffuse tense circumstances and keep them from degenerating into devastating pandemonium. Sigma men keep their composure in the face of difficulty or possible confrontation, controlling their rage and keeping their egos at bay. They use deliberate techniques and methods to make sure they control their emotions in a healthy way and make choices that will benefit them in the long run. Because Sigmas respond to events in ways that aren't typical of most males in society, many people find it difficult to comprehend them. What strange strategies do Sigmas use to deal with their resentment of others? I'll be talking about 7 strange things that happen when a Sigma man gets angry in this video. 1. They use quiet as a weapon. While their patience is strained and they get enraged, Sigma men use a slightly unconventional strategy while negotiating the turbulent waters of interpersonal interactions. They turn silence into a powerful instrument for communicating their disapproval rather than using it as a verbal or physical conflict. This might include filtering off the offending individual, using the tried and true tactic of ghosting, or completely ceasing contact with the person who has angered them. They successfully set strict boundaries by refusing to respond to the offender or even give him any attention at all. In this situation, silence conveys a strong message. Most individuals want to be heard and listened to, and denying them that validation might function as a reminder of their inappropriate conduct. This method fosters a feeling of mystery and ambiguity in addition to providing space for introspection. The offender is left to deal with their own shame and the uncertainty of the circumstance, which is a powerful combination that often results in behavioral changes more successfully than any acrimonious dispute could. 2. They are aware of when to leave. Knowing when to disengage, or deliberately decide to leave a hostile situation, is one of the best ways for Sigmas to deal with anger. They are aware that individuals would behave impulsively at times of high emotion, and that remaining might make matters worse rather than better. As a result, they put themselves and others at a distance, giving them time to calm down. However, this retreat is a deliberate act of emotional control rather than a show of failure or surrender. They reflect and examine the incident that gave rise to their rage from a variety of angles during this time of peace and seclusion. They analyze the problem objectively, determining the underlying reason, their part in it, and potential future improvements. After that, they tackle the matter again with fresh perspectives and viable fixes that promote understanding and compromise. In addition to reducing the tension right away, their capacity to stand back, relax, and think things through opens the door to a more constructive manner of resolving disputes in the future. 3rd place. They make a snap decision on whether to demolish, deflect, or diffuse. Their minds quickly go into overdrive when they are confronted with conflict or a scenario that makes them angry. They are evaluating the circumstances, the stakes, the possible consequences, and the best course of action in a matter of seconds. They are aware of their own limitations and restrictions, as well as the consequences of going beyond them. Usually, their initial reaction is to diffuse the issue. They work to reduce the harm, quiet the waves, and find a peaceful settlement. They proceed to deflection if that isn't feasible or if the aggressor keeps the confrontation from becoming worse. They could change the subject, gently steer the conversation away from the topic of dispute, and try to end the argument without going to war. But they won't hesitate to demolish if all else fails and they have no other choice. In this situation, destruction is more about establishing clear limits, delivering a powerful message, and bringing people to peace than it is about needless hostility or physical violence. Although they don't usually engage in fighting, Sigma men will not back down from a challenge. If they are compelled to retaliate, they do it in a cold, planned manner that breaks their adversaries because of their strategic thinking and razor-sharp intelligence. 4th, they suppress their inner demon. When Sigma guys struggle with fury, their hidden inner power comes to the surface. Often called their inner monster, this energy is a powerful source of self-discipline, ambitious ambition, and an unrelenting quest for independence rather than an intrinsically bad thing. This inner beast serves as the catalyst for their tenacity and unwavering spirit, which is evidence of their fearless goal pursuit and unwavering motivation. Nevertheless, this inner beast has a darker side, much like a coin with 2 sides. A strong, almost primordial wrath is ingrained in it. It is a destructive energy that may explode when they are really angry or threatened physically. Sigma guys master themselves to an amazing degree in order to maintain harmony. While maintaining strict control over the roaring storm, they learn to harness the positive qualities of their inner beast. However, they may release this inner beast and stop controlling its fierce energy if they are physically abused or provoked past acceptable bounds. A raw demonstration of their undeveloped power, the release of this inner drive may be a terrifying sight to watch. One of the most fascinating and menacing aspects of Sigma males is their duality, or their capacity to maintain a composed appearance while displaying a strong inner core. 5. They never forget, but they forgive. Sigma men have a remarkable ability for forgiveness when pushed to the brink, which reflects both their emotional resilience and their sophisticated grasp of human nature. They may be able to forgive, but they never forget. Sigma men have established a strong defensive mechanism within themselves that is based on self-respect. They will not tolerate manipulation or exploitation in any kind. They recall their wrongdoing as a means of averting further abuse, not out of animosity or malice. The saying, "Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me," is true for Sigmas. They take care to prevent being disrespected or harmed by the same individual in the future. This quality demonstrates their profound awareness of their value and strong sense of self-respect. They always operate with a healthy balance of self-preservation, emotional intelligence, and strategic thinking, even when they are furious. 6. They never allow their pride to do the talking. The typical man often gives in to the alluring murmurs of his ego when he is insulted or questioned, which causes him to respond hastily or irrationally. Such behavior, which is driven by an unbridled ego, tends to damage their credibility and reputation by making them seem ignorant or immature. However, Sigmas are aware of this fundamental human weakness. They are aware of the ego's seductive charm, tendency to distort reality, and capacity to sabotage reasoned and logical cognition. They don't allow their ego to take over during a heated argument. Rather, they deliberately decide to remain composed and see the circumstances objectively, which enables them to make deliberate choices that are consistent with their actual selves. 7th, they turn their rage into a motivating force for development. Anger and irritation are inevitable parts of the human experience, but how we handle these emotions is what really makes us who we are. Many people may give in to the oppressive hold of anger and turn to self-pity, retaliation, or a defeated condition. But with their special insight and reflective disposition, Sigma guys transform these potentially harmful emotions into constructive endeavors. They see anger not as a crippling emotion but rather as a source of energy that can be channeled, whether it be by increasing their level of effort during a workout, double their efforts to accomplish a goal, or learning a new skill. They've learned to use their anger as a motivator for their own development and advancement rather than allowing it to devour them. This exceptional quality, which demonstrates Sigma guys' ability to transform hardship into progress and highlights their distinctively empowered response to life's obstacles, distinguishes them from other people. In conclusion, subscribe and like. Please let me know in the comments if you agree with the ideas I stated in this video. See more videos on this channel for other videos on Sigma men. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe and like the video.